on, my boy. Do it again.
Hi and welcome to Real Reviews, where today I'm having a look at MGM's limited series of Robin Hood, which is headlined by Sean Bean. It's got Stephen Waddington from Slow Horses in it. It is adapted, created, co-written by John Glenn and Johnny English, and it is actually pretty awesome, and it also introduces newcomer Jack Patten as the eponymous hero. So let's dive into Sherwood Forest and find out what all the fuss is about. So anybody who's set foot in a cinema or looked at a television screen the last 3 decades will have seen at least one version of Robin Hood, whether it's the latest ones with Russell Crowe or Taron Egerton, or really golden oldies with Sean Connery, Katharine Hepburn, not to mention the eponymous Kevin Costner with supporting roles or supporting cast, including Alan Rickman and Morgan Freeman. And then there's the Patrick Bergin one that no one talks about. So, what exactly is it about this latest MGM adaptation? Or why do we need another adaptation? This is a question when it's only been about 7 years since the last one. The question obviously hangs in the air over the entirety of this series. And to be honest, it does a really solid job of convincing audiences that actually, you know, we kind of need another adaptation. And head and shoulders above everything else in terms of making that a possibility is Sean Bean, who is you know, he's giving it some serious Boromir as the Sheriff of Nottingham. He's plotting, he's brooding, he's quite humane. He's not the theatrical type that Alan Rickman obviously coined when he did his interpretation. Jack Patten is sort of chiseled and sort of, he's more upper class than he is sort of like working class, but it kind of works. But also you've got some amazing supporting roles in there, including Lydia, Peckham, who is just absolutely awesome as Priscilla, the conniving and, shall we say, slightly salacious daughter to the Sheriff of Nottingham. But what else is there? What else is going on beneath the bonnet of this limited series? Let's dig a bit deeper. So Robin Hood isn't simply an origin story. This isn't just Robert of Locksley evolving into Robin Hood. There are political elements thrown into this. You've got Queen Eleanor of Aquitaine, who's played by Connie Nielsen from Gladiator, Gladiator 2, and countless other productions, who really does a solid job of giving some sort of counterbalance to the Sheriff of Nottingham and all of this machismo, all these macho characters strutting around their gilded armour. There is, as I said, there's a political element to it. There are, should we say, identity issues. There's a lot of subtext going on beneath the surface in Robin Hood. There's a lot more intelligence. It's not just a swashbuckling sort of heave-ho, merry men sort of thing. There are lots of other competing elements that really keep it interesting across the full 11 episodes of this limited series. As I said, Sean Bean is definitely, he was cast in line with his legacy, which is Lord of the Rings. And he really does work, as does Connie Nielsen, as does Jack Patten, and as do a number of the other supporting characters, including Erica Ford, who made her biggest impression in Josh Whedon's The Nevers some years ago, but she is very, very good in this. On that note, I'm going to dive into my rating. Let's do that.
We conquered your lands. Now we rule.
So I'm going to be giving Robin Hood, which comes out on MGM Plus 2nd of November, a 4 out of 5 on the big old 5 scale. Why? Because there is so much more going on beneath the surface of this contemporary retelling. Sean Bean is excellent. The ensemble cast are pretty flawless. Yes, audiences have seen this all before, and it does adhere to formula to a degree, hence the 4 out of 5. But ultimately, it's a refreshing take on a contemporary tale, and one that everybody knows well. On that note, I'm going to dive into my trailer. Let's do that.
Everything I had is gone. And you blame the sheriff? Well.
And so it is, you've come to the end of another video review, this time for Robin Hood, which comes out on MGM Plus on the 2nd of November, and it stars Sean Bean and Connie Nielsen, among others. So this is the bit where I go, if you've liked this video, then give me a thumbs up. Failing that, you can always just drop a comment in the comment box below and I will respond. And finally, just subscribe, so that every Tuesday and every Saturday when I drop another one of these videos literally into your lap, you'll get a little notification. You can pop in and watch or listen to as much or as little as you'd like. and then go about your day. In the meantime, check out the rest of the channel. Maybe pop over to the Patreon page. Take care. Cheers now.